Hello friends and welcome back to another video. Today we are setting up my January bullet journal for my reading journal. So originally this was going to be like watercolored and a sunrise and all sorts of beautiful, but it wasn't quite working out for me. So this is what we ended up with instead. And I know it's kind of janky, but I still love it. So the quote here on the left says, "Here comes the sun," because my word to manifest this year is light. And so I honestly thought that starting with a sunrise and talking about the sun coming out after the year that 2020 was would make 2021 start off on a good note, at least mentally for me. So I still did use sunrise colors throughout, but I also sprinkled some haiku in there because one of the characters, Shoyo Hinata, has a name that manifests about like sun and sunrise and sunshine and all of these good sunny things. And so I've sprinkled Hinata throughout these spreads just because it makes my heart happy. I'm sorry if you're not a haiku fan, but it really kind of took over my 2020. And so I just wanted to start off 2021 with things that made me happy. So bright colors and a sunny Hinata face. These stickers were provided by my husband as a Christmas gift. So I did change up how I do this spread a bit this year. This is my TBR spread. So on the upper half, I'll be writing the things that were on like my video TBR. That'll be linked in the corner for you. And then on the bottom, I have my buddy reads and my book clubs that I participate in. And so that's where I'll fill in that middle part. On the right here, we have my releases on my radar spread. I have not filmed that video yet upon recording of this, and hopefully you guys will see that soon. As soon as it's available to you, I will have that linked in the corner. But this is where I write down all of the releases coming in January that I am excited for. This is a new spread to me this year. I am monthly now, at least in my bullet journal, going to be making a list of the things that I haul and buy myself and the things that are gifted to me either by publishers, by authors, or just by my amazing friends so that I have somewhere to log all of that because my system last year didn't exactly work. All right, and then over on the right, we have my brain dump. This is pretty simple this month. I just needed somewhere to brain dump. So this is what we get. And I love that sticker I chose for it. All right, this spread is one of the spreads that takes me the longest. And as you can see, it kind of got a makeover this year. Being in a bigger size, I was able to take this Days Red spread down to 1 page. And I actually really like the effectiveness of this. I tried like 6 pens before I found the one I really liked for this spread, by the way. So sorry about that. But I just make little boxes and I fill them in essentially on days that I read digitally, physically, just so I can kind of keep track of how I'm reading every month. And if I have a couple of days where I'm not reading at all, it's kind of like a mental health check at the same time for me because I love reading so much that this is just a way for me to kind of take care of business and keep track of myself a little bit better. As you can see, I made a mistake. So I used my new yellow Posca paint pen to kind of fill that in and correct my mistake, but it ended up working out. Not my favorite look, but when you make a mistake, you just do what you can to make it work for you, and that's how this ended up happening. I don't hate it. I got pretty lucky this time. Over on the right, we have my favorite quotes and my favorite book of the month. This is just a really simple spread. I've always kept this spread pretty simple. It used to be over 2 pages, but again, because of the bigger size, I'm able to condense it into one, and I like being able to condense those things. Up next, we have my monthly stats page. The stats I'm tracking this year are a little bit different. I am not going to be tracking my manga demographics this year. I felt like I did a really good job making sure I'm reading enough in those that I don't feel the need to track it. So I am tracking books read, manga read, audiobooks listened to, ebooks read, arcs read, and then my monthly pages and my yearly pages, just to kind of keep some basic stats for myself every month. And then last but not least are my books read and manga read bank balance book sheets. I don't know what I really call these. I treat them like a bank balance book. I am adding an extra column this year for reviews to make sure that I get my review written for them. That's not something I've done in the past, and I feel like I end up missing things on occasion and end up having to like go back. So this will just be an easier way for me to track what I've written reviews for and what I haven't. So I am just really, really excited to track things a little bit differently this year. So friends, here's my setup. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure to check the description for any links you might want to products that I used or anything like that. See you next time. Bye!